Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shilpa Data Insights. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be covering one more interview question that is asked in big MNC company. So I have covered a lot of interview questions already which is being asked in Google, Meta, Amazon, and this question that I will be covering is again an Amazon interview question. So if you go ahead to my interview playlist that I will pin it in the I button, you will get plenty of questions that is being asked in PySpark. If you want, you can also solve it in SQL because the questions remains the same, but you just need to approach it a little bit differently. And I have also created a WhatsApp channel where I go ahead and update the interview questions and the courses and the resources as well as the jobs that is there in the market. It will really help you guys to go ahead and crack the interviews if you are part of that group, and also you are learning from the YouTube videos that I am putting it in the YouTube channel. There is also a Databricks playlist. Make sure to go ahead and watch it if you are preparing for Databricks as well. So without any delay, let's get started with today's interview question that is being asked in Amazon. So I have curated this from the post that is being there in the LinkedIn. So let's get started. Okay, so we have this data set from Amazon interview question. This data set contains date and the sales of Amazon per year for every month. So my motto here is to calculate the sales for each quarter. So for example, for 2010, what is my sales data? And what is my sales data for every quarter? Basically for quarter 1, for quarter 2, for quarter 3, for quarter 4, what is my sales data? So let me go ahead and create a data frame first. If you don't know how exactly to create data frame, do watch my video in which I've explained you how to create a data frame. So this is my data set basically. Now in this data set, I will be doing all my transformations in order to get my actual result. Now I will be importing some functions from PySpark.sql.functions, and I want to extract the year and quarter from date. So what I will do is I'll create a data frame that is df quarters. In this data frame, how will I get this data frame? I will be creating two columns. One is for year and second is for column. And how will I do it? We do have a functionality called quarter and year in PySpark in order to achieve this. So let me write it. Let me go ahead and create two columns. One is year, and this year you can get it from the column date. So it will fetch the year from that particular date itself, and I will also create another column which says quarter. In this column, I will be getting from the quarter function with the help of my date column. Okay, so this is my df quarters. Let me show you what exactly is my data set looks like. So if I scroll down, I will see here this is my dates data frame in which I have two columns here. One is year, another is the quarter. In the first year, this is my 2010, this is my quarter. So this is basically 1, 2, 3 and 4. So all this are coming in first quarter. All this are coming in second quarter. Then these are coming in third quarter, right? And then this is coming in the fourth quarter. So and so on. So for year 2010 and 2011. So now what is my task? My task here is to go ahead and calculate the sales for each quarter. So what I will do is I'll group it by year and the quarter in order to calculate the sum of each year and the quarter. So that is my next step. So I will go ahead and use my quarter sales is equal to df quarter. In this df quarter, I will do a group by. In the group by, I will be grouping it by my year and also the quarter. Okay, because I need it with quarter wise as well. So I will be grouping it by both, and I will doing an aggregation on the column sales. And what aggregation? It's the sum that I need, right? So I will do a sum of sales. Now what I can do is I can actually go ahead and do an alias on this sum of sales. So this is my alias, which is my total sales. Now let me go ahead and run this command in order to show what kind of result it is going to give it to me. So now in this you see there is year, there is quarter, and there is total sales. So there is 2010, and for year 2010 there are 3 quarters sales. In 2011 there are 4 quarter sales, right? So this is my quarter sales. Now what I need to do is I need to pivot the data to separate my Q1 and Q2 sales. So if I have here my data, I want to separate my Q1 and my Q2 sales, right? So for that I will be pivoting my data. So what does pivot means? It will have it in my columns and some will be in my rows. So the year, it will be grouped by the year, and I will pivot the quarter, that is quarter 1 and quarter 2 will be in my columns, and I will calculate the total sales for each column. So let me make this data frame as pivot, and I have a quarter sale. In this quarter sale, I will group by the year and I will pivot it by the quarter. That is, each quarter will be a separate cell. So if I am doing a pivot of quarter, I know what all are there. Let's say there are 2, right? So I will do 1, 2. Now I want to aggregate them with my sum of the total sales. Let me check the column name. Yeah, total sales, right? Now let me do a pivot dot show. I will rename some columns because it's not right. So quarter spelling is not right. Let me correct it. Here we have the year, and this is my quarter 1 and this is my quarter 2. What I will do is I will go ahead and let's say I will create another column. In this column I have my 1, and I will make this as Q1 sales, and I'll create another column which is 2, which I will make it as Q2 sales. And let's do the pivot dot show. So now you will be having, let's say, what does it say? Column got string. Okay, so what I will do is I will use, because I'm renaming it, right? So with column renamed, I will do okay, here we go. So year is there for each year. Q1 sales is 2500, for Q2 sales is 3500 for 2010, and so on, right? Now my task here, there is a next task. I just don't need the quarterly sales for each year, but I also want to, there is a second follow-up question that was asked in Amazon. That is, you have to calculate the percentage difference between the quarter 1 and the quarter 2. So if, let's say, there are 4 quarters, in some quarter their sale will be more, in some quarter their sale will be less. So you have to calculate the difference between the Q1 and the Q2, right? So now let's go ahead and create another data frame called result, and this data frame I will be using the pivot data frame that I already had, and I will be creating another column called, let's say, %diff. Okay, In this percent diff, what I will be doing is I'll check when my quarter 1 sales is not null and quarter 2 sales is not null, and my Q2 sales minus Q1 sales, like I will calculate the percentage. How will you calculate the percentage, right? So let me just write it down and then explain it. This will be Q2 is not null, right? Now, the next thing that I will be needing here is this bracket gets closed here. Now I will calculate my column. Q2 sales is there minus my column Q1 sales is there. So this minus this, and then I'll just wrap it with one more bracket here. Then I will divide it by my column Q1 sales, and I'll multiply it by 100, and otherwise none. So let me result.display. Okay, so this is my output, this is my percentage difference. So I have calculated my percentage difference with this formula. You know how to calculate the percentage, and this is my percent difference for each quarter for each year, right? So now you see exactly how to approach this question. There are multiple things that you have to do. One is to calculate the quarter, then you have to calculate the year, then you group by and then aggregated the sum, and also you have done the pivot and then calculated the percentage difference out of it. So I hope you have understood the complete question here, how to approach it. Do practice it by your own, and do follow the channel and also practice it from the interview playlist. If you have liked this video, then do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Till the next video, stay tuned with the interview playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you have a good day.